how did that call like feel to you? Like when you started receiving the call? Because so we all get the call and it like looks different. And then some people like, they'll ignore it for a while. They'll be like, you know, especially like how many people are like drinking ayahuasca now. Right. So it's like, it's at least in our circle of where we live in Florida, I feel like, you know, you might know somebody who's drank ayahuasca. That wouldn't be like super uncommon, I feel like. But like, so for those people, they go home and they tell so-and-so, you know, and so-and-so and so-and-so, and the ripple effect of that goes out. Right. And like, that could look like the call too, where it's like, oh, wow, now I'm hearing about this. And then like a couple of days later comes back up again. It comes back up again. Some people like you, it's like 1 month, boom, like you're there. Like you didn't waste any time. Other people, they wait like a year or two, and then, you know, they come to this medicine.
Right. I do think it's less common than because we are encapsulated in this.
We're literally encapsulated in it. I think for me, like being a yoga teacher and obviously a co-owner of Tikkun, like it almost surprises me now when I like, people are like, what do you do? And I'm like, this is what I do. And they're like, what's that?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, at this point, it catches me off guard. I'm like, oh, cool. You don't know what ayahuasca is? Like, let's talk about what ayahuasca is, you know? Yeah. So, but I do think at least like within the general population of where we live, it's a lot of people know about it.
For sure.
Not everybody, obviously. Yeah. So, like, how did that call look like to you? And then how did it feel from that moment that like you made that decision to drink ayahuasca, to, you know, that kind of that launching pad of doing it?
Right. So when I had given myself that month, I was looking for anything. Like I was still trying. It wasn't like I was just laying there and expecting something to happen, even though I kind of was. But I went online and I searched for how to heal depression naturally, or just all the retreats that I could find. Looking at mostly psilocybin retreats because that's what I understood. I would see ayahuasca retreats. It's like, I don't even know what this is. I never looked it up, but you know, I kept it on my tab. And, so I don't know if that's specifically the calling because it still wasn't on my radar, even though it was right in front of my face. But, going to the breath work at Kulashala with Alex. Yeah. And discussing that and him kind of saying the word ayahuasca. It's like, okay, that's like it resonated. I heard that. What is that? And that's when I went home and did some research. And he called me up, I don't know, a couple of days later talking to me about it. And I'm still, I don't know. Did the other breath works with you guys. Called me up again. I think he called me 2, maybe 3 times to see, are you ready to do ayahuasca? And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And when I agreed and I sent over my deposit, I was just like, fuck.
Yeah. There's like that moment there of like, especially when you put money down on it, you know, there's like, it's like transactional in a way that happens, but then like really the pre-ceremony is like full force. Yeah. It's like, all right, things start to like come up because like when you go to drink ayahuasca, as you know, it's like, it's almost like taking, everything out to the chopping block. Yeah. So like it's natural to feel like we we call it the pre-ceremony, but like triggers usually come up. Maybe you're feeling like a little bit more emotional or nervous, scared. I mean, you hear some crazy stories about ayahuasca, so then it starts to get people into a fear cycle, you know. But like,
I made that mistake of looking
it up. Yeah.
Worst case scenarios.
Yeah, don't do that.